From looking at the majority of the magazine adverts, we can see that they're quite black and white and simple, and it's mainly writing on all of them, which takes up the majority of the poster. And it's quite plain and bold, so it's eye-catching for the audience.
And that also relates to the genre of the music. Indie and rock have never really been glamorous, and they like to stick with the basics, which symbolises how they like to stick to the music rather than advertising by loads of flashy things.
You can see that there's only colour in one of the posters, and that being the Green Day one, which is most eye-catching, not because it's just big, but because it's got the pink and the green, which is quite unusual. They usually use quite subtle colours like green, like natural greens and reds, more for the mass audience.
Majority of fonts are sans serif, which means that it's quite simple, clear, and bold. It's easy to read, even from a distance, so people and their target audience will be able to see them, identify with the band and know what they are and who they are.
The band appear in a few of the magazine adverts, mainly the indie ones and the performance ones.
The indie bands, more like the Vaccines, Mr. Jets and Tudor Cinema Club, actually have themselves on the magazine adverts. Unlike things like the electro ones like M83, they have more abstract conceptual image because they're more DJs. They don't like themselves as much as they like music. It's the same quite with electro genres like Calvin Harris, although not indie, they don't put themselves on it, they prefer to relate just to their music.
More abstract items than anything. The typography and titles are always at the top of the page, and then it follows that by a list of all the dates and headlines and the venue and stuff like that. So the audience can automatically see who the band is, as well as the information about them, where to go, etc.
They all show somewhere, usually on the long bottom, where to buy, how to get tickets. So there's information for the audience about how they can get hold of it, because obviously they want their audience to be able to buy these tickets. And some places say everywhere, and they're saying sold out, which makes them look even more popular, more exciting.
So they can contact them via Facebook, Twitter.
So this is a magazine advert for the album Some Nights by Fun. Obviously you can see that it's brightly coloured, it's bright yellow, and it has big bold font and quite big letters. This is to go along with the band's name Fun as well, so it's supposed to look quite fun and quite playful.
It's also got an image of their album on it, which is stereotypically indie, as it doesn't actually show the band, whereas the poster does.
And the poster shows the band so that they can promote them and so that you get to know who they are. This advert doesn't actually include a date of when the album is released or where you can buy it from and stuff like that though, so I don't think personally it's a successful magazine
it doesn't have
advert.
a price on it either, although it does have ratings from magazines and newspapers.
Okay. This is another magazine advert for an album for the band Does It Offend You Yeah? Once again it's got a picture of the band at the background to promote them and so that you know who they are, and it's got a picture of the album cover, which once again is a typical indie album as it doesn't contain a picture of the band on the front. This is to show that they're organic and they just care about their music more than the image that they're creating.
The advert also has the logo of the place where you can buy the album from and for how much for, and it also gives you a little insight information about the album itself.
Yeah. And this is a magazine advert for the Scripts tour dates, so it's not for their album, but it's a good magazine advert as it contains all the dates and where they're playing on their tour, so it gives you a chance, and it gives their numbers as well so you can ring up from just looking at this advert. It's black and white, so it's typical for a pop convention, as it has the picture of the band. The main singer is the biggest picture, and then it has the name of the band underneath, and the black and white's trying to look classy, but it is typically pop, not indie.
It also fits in with a typical convention of a magazine advert by being 80% image and 20% writing.
We've also got little pictures of other concert ones. We don't have any more album ones on this, But as you can see, like all of these are typically more image than writing, and they're all black and white. So these as well are more typically pop than indie, as they have massive pictures of the band as the backgrounds.